little bit of glare. Let some people come in here. I did do a little bit of a warning on here. I gave you guys a little bit of notice. Even though it was only like a 30-minute notice, I think it was better than nothing. Oh man, come on in here, guys. I'm a little sick. I'm under the weather. It's gonna be short and to the point. I don't even want to do a video, but I gotta get this out before I try to go to bed. Thanks for the like. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Come on in. Got some stuff to talk about with you guys tonight. Welcome in. If you can hear me okay, please hit the 27 button. If you can hear me, hit the 27 for me, please. I got something to discuss with you guys tonight. Let's get into it. All right, thanks a lot, Prime Target. High Strangeness, welcome in. Got a few things I want to talk to you guys about. I got I'm like literally in the middle of a gang stalking attack right now. Unexpected. I didn't expect to do this video. I didn't expect what just happened to me to happen. But I think it'll be a good time to give you guys an example of, about financial surveillance and all of this all of this hacking and monitoring that we're under. I just want to show you a consequence of what just happened to me within the last 2 hours. Something totally unexpected. LA gang stalking central. I know that's right, Vertex. I can imagine how bad it is in LA. And then you got all those actors out there. So I can imagine the street theater in LA is outrageous. I can imagine. Y'all come on in. We got 4 people, a couple likes. Let's get one more like. Let's try to, if we hit the like button, we'll let more people get in here. It's only 2:15, even earlier on the West Coast. So I want to see if I can try to get 10 people in here. I think the message that I'm getting ready to give to you guys, it's gonna be brief. I'm a little sick. I'm under the weather. I'm a little sick. I'm not gonna be able to do this long. I'm hoping I could do it for maybe 30 to 45 minutes. But I got to get some rest. I got to get up early in the morning. And that even makes what they just did to me even worse with me being sick. Okay, y'all are getting in here, man. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm not going to take too long to get started. But the room is filling up a little bit. Welcome in, guys. Come on in and hit the like button. Look at the like button like walking in and wiping your feet. We got 2:16 on the clock, so hopefully it'll bring more people in. Man, that thing just dropped. Come on in, guys. It'll go back up. It's funny, it dropped soon as 2:16 is on the clock Eastern time. That's 27, by the way. It just went from 15 to 5 with 27 on the clock, so I don't think that's real. I think that's YouTube playing games. It'll go back to where it needs to be. I wanted to get to about 10 people. There it is right there. You see what I mean, guys? That's the kind of stuff. That's CrowdStrike and that's Palantir. Palantir just got voted into the White House, by the way. Palantir is a cybersecurity company owned by a guy named Theus, who pretty much owns the vice president, J.D. Vance. Yeah, that's who just did that. When 2:16 was on the clock just now, guys, the amount of people in here dropped down by 10, and then went right back up. So that's the security, cybersecurity companies playing games. Let me put my windows up so the people don't hear me out here talking. I just got finished doing some Ubers. I wanted to stop right here and do a quick. I got a video and I got a message I want to give to you guys. All right, let's get 4 more people in here. We get 20 people in here, and I'll get started immediately, man. Because like I said, I'm a little sick. I got a cold. I have a head cold, and I'm really struggling. So I want to, but I got to get this message out. So, noise, Vertex TV says police. Yeah, I can imagine the noise campaigns. And matter of fact, what I'm getting ready to talk about is what the police just did to me and what they've been doing lately. I'm gonna get started. All right, look, we got 21 people in here. Welcome in. Glad you guys made it in. I don't want to. I can't do this long. I'm really under the weather. I have a head cold, but I got to get this message out while it's still fresh and hot in my mind. It just happened, so I got to talk. I want to talk to you guys about it right now. Let me turn this air off. It's making my congestion worse. You can hear my voice. I might sound a little stopped up. I'm congested, but yeah, I definitely have something I want to talk to you guys about. But before I do that, I got something interesting. We got 24 people in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started, man. It'll probably go up. You guys can catch it on the rebound. I did give you guys about a 30-minute notice this time, so hey, y'all, hit the like button for me, guys. We got 25 people in here already. We got 6 likes. But look, I'm gonna get started. But before I get started, we recently just had this. Before I get started on the topic that I'm gonna talk about, as far as what the police just did to me while I was working tonight, and I got some really good information as well. As far as let me give you a little preview. The police are involved with what I'm getting ready to talk about. Also, I got some information, some really good information about the gang stalking tonight from a security guard who I had in my. I don't want to give the person up too. I don't want to give their personal business up too much, but I had someone in my vehicle who pretty much does security, and I just got some good information. Hope I don't want to get this person fired, but I definitely want to give this information to you guys about gang stalking. I couldn't record or anything like that, but I got some good information tonight from a security guard who gang stalks me. This security guard has participated in my gang stalking over the past few months when I was over in that place. I'm not gonna give it up too much, but the place of the parking lot where this person does security, they've gang stalked me over the past few months, and I ironically, quote unquote, had that person in my vehicle right here in the backseat of my car just now doing Uber. You understand? And I'm gonna tell you the information that I just got. I almost didn't even have a conversation with her, but it came up somehow, and I got some good information. But before I do that, guys, I want to talk to you guys about something else. If you look at the screen right here on this tablet, I have the movie pulled up called Head of the State, right? It's called Head of the State. It's a movie about Chris Rock being the first black president, right? He was the first black president. And by the way, the name Gilliam, that's a politician from Florida who ended up being disgraced a couple years ago. And that's the reason why Florida is looking like a Nazi state right now, because the black guy Gilliam, who almost won in Florida in 2018, he got caught up in a scandal, and his political career is pretty much over. But his name was Gilliam, and he was black, by the way. But anyway, but if you guys look here, right? Welcome in, guys. I'm just going to get started. Like I told you guys, we got 26 people in here. It looks like it might be a lot of bots because nobody's hitting the like button. We got 6 likes and 26 people. But listen, guys, I'm a little under the weather. All right. I'm a little sick right now, so I'm going to try to be brief. But I have a message that I really want to get out to you guys. And I also want to just show you this little thing right here that I think is really interesting. And I think that you guys will, find this interesting. I don't have any wrenches in here. Who is this oh no person with the thumbs down and a foot? I don't know what that's about. But anyway, let me see if I could do something about that. Give me a second. This person is just spamming. Like I'm about to get started in a second, guys. Excuse me. As you can see, I'm a little sick. All right, guys. So listen up, right? We got the numbers are jumping up and down all over the place, so I'll just go ahead and get started, and you guys can catch it on the playback. Now, what you're looking at on my screen right now is, like I said, the movie Head of the State, where Chris Rock ends up playing the first black president. All right, it came out quite some time ago. It came out in in the early 2000s. Okay. I took care of it already. Thanks a lot. Matter of fact, Rich, let me. I need to. I've been meaning to give you a wrench. Okay. All right. Yeah, Ricardo, man, I've been meaning to give you a wrench to take care of stuff like that. Thanks a lot. The justice system itself, as well as every single police department in America, will be. Hey, I'm getting ready to tell you what the police did to me tonight. But let me get into this quick this quick part about this movie right here. Okay. Now I'm gonna play it for you. Okay. Now, what you're gonna hear, I'll tell you before I play it. what you're gonna hear is Chris Rock. He's giving a speech here to his constituents, right? He's running for president. He wants to be the first black president. Now, mind you, this movie came out, I believe it was 2003. I would have to look this up, okay? But I'll say this: it was before we ever heard of Barack Obama. We never heard of Barack Obama, and this movie came out like years before that. Look at this perp, guys. We got 24 on the clock, and we got a perp right here, smoking. All right. I'll tell you why he walked in front of me smoking in a little bit later. But like I said, I'm a little sick, so this is only gonna be probably 30 to 45 minutes, guys. I really got it, and I gotta get up early, and I got a head cold. Okay, so listen, guys. In this movie right here, in this scene, you're gonna hear him mention the number 44. Now he's gonna do it in a way where he's kind of like you would never assume anything by the way he does it. You would have to watch this movie years later to understand why he mentions it number 44. Now, first of all, Barack Obama was the first black president, okay? And he was the 44th president of the United States of America. 44, okay? Now, in this clip, you're going to hear Chris Rock reference the number 44. That's the kind of thing that you got to look at as a wink and a nod that lets you know everything is rigged. You get what I'm saying? So even right now with Trump winning, people are all emotional. This shit was all written. It was meant for Trump to win because there's a certain agenda that the secret society boys are running. Okay, and this right here, this popped up on my feed. This movie Head of the State, probably because the presidential election was going on, and I shared it on my channel. Some of you probably caught it, but I bet nobody caught the 44 reference. But I'll sit here and break it down. So basically, he references the number 44. In a jokingly way, but the reason why he mentioned that particular number is because he was giving you guys an insight into the future. The insight into the future was saying that the first black president will be the 44th president, right? He's black, and he's mentioning the number 44, and then a few years later, we get Barack Obama as the first black president. So I think that's really interesting, and I'm going to play the clip, and then I'll get into what I want to talk about in a minute. Let's check this out, guys. Let's see.
If you work 2 jobs, and at the end of the week, you got just enough money to get your broke ass home, let me hear you say, that ain't right. How many of you have children that they call stupid? Don't be ashamed. It ain't your fault. I asked my niece the other day, what's 4 plus 4? She said 44. But that ain't her fault. That's the school's fault. Now, if your child's school...
Y'all hear that part? Listen.
I asked my niece the other day, what's 4 plus 4? She said 44. But that ain't her fault. That's the school's fault. Now, if your child's school has old-ass books and brand new metal...
One more time.
2 jobs just to have enough money to be broke. That ain't right. If you work 2 jobs, and at the end of the week, you got just enough money to get your broke ass home, let me hear you say, that ain't right. How many of you have children that they call stupid? Don't be ashamed. It ain't your fault. I asked my niece the other day, what's 4 plus 4? She said 44. But that ain't her fault. That's the school's fault. Now, if your child's school has old-ass books and brand new metal detectors,
right,
let me hear you say, that ain't...
All right, now let me show you guys something real quick. I'm going to show you Barack. I'm going to get into the message in a second about what the police did to me tonight. I just thought this was interesting. This is a way for you guys to understand that everything is already written out. It's all a game. It's all phony. Just like, and those of us who are being gang stalked, we already know that. Shit. We already know that. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna show you. Let me see. Obama. Sorry about the silence. I hate being silent on my joints. That's why I talk so much in my lives. But let me see. Before I get into the whole thing, let me see. 44. See that? Barack Obama. Barack Obama, right there. The 44th president of the United States of America. See that? A few years later, right after that movie, a few years later, Barack Obama, the 44th president, with a movie about a black president. So that's just an example. So that election we just saw, in my opinion, it was already written out. It was all just, you get what I'm saying, whatever. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. I have some other clips I want to show, but let me tell you guys what happened to me tonight, right? What the police have been doing lately, right? Okay, now check this out. I always talk to you guys as far as gang stalking is concerned, right? The world is not what it seems. That's right, Goblin Morning, you ain't lying. And the more you can open your eyes to it, you can be better prepared for it. So let me give you guys a little quick rundown, right? So I've been telling you, I've been dealing with a lot of I've been dealing with a lot of like a lot of jealousy in my gang stalking lately. It has calmed down. It has calmed down a bit as far as the jealousy, not the gang stalking, but as far as the jealousy. I mean the tactics and different things that are the tactics that they take, they do in my program. It's calmed down as far as the jealousy and all that. They're getting used to the new normal that I've created in my gang stalking simulation, right? Now, here's the deal, right? So lately they've been doing a lot of police stuff around me. The police have been on me real heavy. Like for example, I had a white female in my vehicle. I want to say about a week ago. Now it's interesting because I was doing an Uber and I picked her up. I picked the girl up. It was not a girl, it was a woman. I picked her up from uh, pretty much directly in front of one of my jobs, at my day job, my 9 to 5. Let's just say that, right? So they ironically had her being picked up from my house pretty much directly across the street from my day job. So I go and pick her up and everything's cool, right? Yes, it's a blonde. She's from the area. She's really smart. She's, very articulate. She speaks. I can tell she probably had some drinks that night, partying a little bit, but she was very articulate and very smart. And guys, the reason why she was in my vehicle to begin with is in her, the way she looked and the way she was speaking. It goes back to them monitoring my phones again. I had just got finished doing some research on somebody that kind of fit the exact same profile as the woman that was in the back of my vehicle. It's at least physically and like career minded wise. It was somebody that I was looking at. It has nothing to do with gang stalking. It was some other stuff as far as Trump's campaign manager. Is this woman and something she was going through with her. I was looking it was something that I found interesting about her. That she had, like, her grandfather was a mobster. He was in a mob in Philly, and she ended up being, his granddaughter is Trump's leader. Anyway, his campaign leader. So I did some research on her. But at the end of the day, later on that next day, they put this woman in my car. So we're over here in the Buckhead, Atlanta area near Lenox. If anybody is familiar with Atlanta, the Buckhead area is where people have a little bit of money in the Atlanta area. It's kind of like the rich part of Atlanta, Buckhead. So, I'm riding down the street, right? So I'm riding down a procession of cars, taking her to her apartment from where I picked her up at, from, out in Cobb County, out to the city of in Atlanta, in Buckhead. So a few cars behind me, I can see a police car. There's a police car, a white police car. It's Fulton County Police Department, which is, if anyone knows the area, that's Atlanta Police, Fulton County. So he's like 2 cars behind me, but it's dark out. He has his blue lights on, just on, not blaring, but the blue lights are just on, showing presence, right? Okay, welcome in, Jimmy and Goblin. So look, hit the like button, guys. The police officer is Fulton County Police, which is, the Atlanta police down here. They got the blue lights on. There's about 2 cars in between myself and the police car behind me. Eventually, those cars disappear. So now it's just me and this white police car, and this woman, and this white blonde in the back of my car. So we're riding down to where she lives. So now we get down to her neighborhood. So now the police are right behind me. They're right behind me. I'm not worried about anything. All my tags, everything's good. I don't have any warrants. I'm perfectly fine. I'm not worried about anything as far as that, because I handle my business properly out here. As a TI, you better. So I decide he's like riding up on my ass, like he's on my tail. So I was like, all right, well, let me just pull over and let him go, right? So I pull over and try to let him leave and let him drive past me. So he drives past me, and then he stops and pulls over to the side and waits for me to go past him again. So I get past him. So I drive past him, and he gets right back behind me, and we're riding down the road. And then all of a sudden, the girl in my car, she starts talking about a gun. It's a white girl. She starts talking about a gun, a 9mm, how she walks up and down the area, doing real estate. And she carries her 9mm on her, and she was saying something else about something about violence or whatever. But it was very interesting that at that particular moment that, okay, they end up sending me to pick her. Sorry, guys, I'm a little congested. I'm struggling to speak. I can't breathe out of my nose, and I couldn't even go buy medication. And I'm going to explain to you the reason why, because of what the police just did to me tonight. So just listen to the story. I won't be here long because I'm really sick and I got to get up in the morning. So this is only going to be about 30 minutes, guys, if that long. I'm really struggling, but I had to do this tonight. All right, 23, which is 27, excuse me. Let's see what happens. But anyway, let me finish this, guys. So the police, so they follow me all the way to the location. She starts talking about a gun, and mind you, I mean, everybody's armed down here. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But she starts, speaking about a gun and all this other shit. The police all behind me. So these are the kind of scenarios where you would think, all right, am I being set up? You know what I'm saying? As a TI, they do stuff like that. So he follows me all the way to the, to the location where she's going, and it's like a gated, like garage. So he gets right in, and I gotta stop at the gate, and she gets out right there, whatever. But that was a little, intimidating that the police have been, all my butt, tailgating me, following me around. Now here's the kicker. Now let me tell you what happened tonight, just to add on more to it. Now, I've been telling you a lot about the jealousy and the hating that's been going on within my program lately, because they feel like I'm starting to make strides forward. So once you start making moves forward, they really start to get their panties in a bunch. They kind of like it when you're just suffering and struggling. They can just ride around and see you're struggling and see you getting online complaining about what they're doing to you, and they love that. When it's like that, they just play like mind games with you, just try to make it worse, pour salt in the wound, rub your nose in it, tease you. You get what I'm saying? But once they feel like you're starting to do more than what they prefer, that's when they start getting jealous and nasty and all the things that they do. Now, let me explain to you. Now there's something really good that's been happening for me lately. I'm not going to go into detail right now. I will mention it in the future. If this situation that I do have, if it goes away, if I don't have access to it anymore and something changes, which it could, I will speak about it. But right now, it is a benefit to me, right? I don't know how it happened. I didn't do it, right? But this thing that I'm speaking about, it is benefiting me, right? It does help me. It helps me money wise, right? It helps me to retain more of what I make. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but it has been helping me. Now, with that, we're always being watched as target individuals. Now, let me take my jacket off and explain this to you guys real quick. This is what you guys really got to learn about this. I got to wipe my nose real quick. Sorry. My nose is dripping. I'm sick. And they just did something to my bank account. Wait till I tell you what they did, guys. Just wait a second here. Oh, let me wipe my nose. All right. So, remember, guys, we're under surveillance. Now, remember, this is the kind of gang stalking that I talk about. For those who are in this room and you're here for V2K talk, if you're here for microwave weapons and different things of that nature, you're not going to find that in this discussion. And you usually won't find a lot of that kind of talk on my platform, because I don't experience a lot of that. All right. So I pretty much deal with what I call social gang stalking. And I'm, the things that I get done, dealing with the police, bullying, neighborhood harassment, organized harassment, and stalking. That's what I deal with. I don't think that I'm being experimented on as far as all of this advanced weaponry, not to the level that I see other people with all these burns on their bodies and all of that. So this is a disclaimer, okay? My gang stalking is social gang stalking. Those people like myself, African American men, I think that we deal with this kind of gang stalking more. When I see other guys who talk about their gang stalking experience, we're all pretty much similar. We deal with more neighborhood, social, that kind of stuff. Sabotage, dragging you down, demoralization, the same stuff that goes with this, just the classic racism. I think when you become when you're a TI as a black male, they just add, like, you know what I mean? I never really felt racism, to be honest with you guys. Like, my entire life, I've never really dealt with a lot of discrimination or racism. I've never really had any bad experiences with law enforcement. I wasn't somebody that can say those stories. I've never been beat up by the police, none of that kind of stuff. So I never really felt racism too much, right? But now that I'm in the program, I see it all clearly. They show all the ugliness to you. But let me get back to the point. So they think there's something that's going on with me, right? They think that I'm doing something that's causing me the little benefit that I'm getting. They think that I did that. I didn't do it. Sometimes I think that there's people that are watching, guys, There's people that have skills also. There's people that know how to do certain things that might be able to help you out. They might not be able to tell you that they're doing it. They might not say anything, but there's people that see our stories and they can see that we're being done wrong, guys. And I think they just want to help us, right? So there's something that I've had going on. I think that the police now I think they got some kind of like they're watching me. I'm under like super investigation. I'm already a TI, and they're probably trying to figure out how is he doing this. We're watching everything he does. We got all of his bank accounts. We monitor his phone. We follow him everywhere he goes. Everybody he talks to is controlled by us. How is he doing this? And the thing about it is, I don't know, because I'm sorry I can't go into detail right now, guys, but I will in the future. But the thing that's happening, it has something to do with technology and all that. It's not me. I'm not doing it, but I'm going to keep reaping the benefits from it. So here's what happened tonight. Now, again, like I said, it has to do with finances and money. And that's the biggest part of my GangStalking program is sex and money. That's what they're mostly concerned about, is making sure I don't have any money, first off, or as little money as possible. That's their thing. And I think that I think the reason why they want that is because it's easier to gang stalk somebody who doesn't have money. Also, it makes it so it makes it difficult to date. That really seems like a major part has been penis control. They've really been really into trying to control my penis and make sure that nowadays make sure I don't do anything. If I do mess with somebody, it got to be under their control. All right, guys, I'm struggling. I'm really wiping my nose. I'm struggling to talk. I'm dripping. I'm congested. I can't get medication because what they just did to me. I'm about to break it down. So give me a second, guys. Just be patient with me here. Roman of Always Forever says, what is a TI? You got to go. You see this channel right here? Go put this channel in your after this video. Go look at this channel right here, and you definitely can get some information on that. I just came across this channel. Yeah, go check this channel out. Look into all of these videos. Got a lot of videos here. All right, I got a lot of shorts. I got lives. I got all of those things you can go with, and I got a lot of stuff in my community section. Go take a look. You can see all of that. But let me get back to the point, okay? So tonight, right after working my regular job, I worked my regular job. I had two to do tonight, and I'm already sick. I even did Uber today as well already earlier, but I need a little money, right? Let me tell you what's going on. Tomorrow's payday. Hear me out, guys. Check me out. Tomorrow's payday, so I don't have cash on me right now, right? But I have Uber and all. I got this. I can go make money, so I put my cash away. I don't keep much money in the bank because of financial surveillance, which I'm getting ready to show you why. So my money is put away for the night. I got it stashed away where I won't be able to get to it until tomorrow because it's locked up. I don't have any cash. So I said, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and do some Ubers. I get the money instantly, and I can just get what I need for the night and go to bed. I'm sick. I was gonna take my medication, some NyQuil, and go to sleep. Okay. So I work my job. I'm sweating. I sweat through the job. I make it through work. I get out and do some Ubers. Now, the first person I pick up tonight, okay? I picked this chick up from like a Burger King. All right. Now, here's the kicker. Now, hear me out. Let me show you how all of this ties in. It's a chick that looks similar to, let's just say, she looks similar to some women that I might have been, speaking to or communicating with lately. Just kind of like, I've been talking to somebody, setting up dates. I told you guys I've been dating a little bit lately. I've been pursuing dating. I'm not going to let the program take stuff from me. I'm going to find a way to work within it. 2025, I think I'm going to probably get into a relationship. I'm going to find somebody to date despite the targeting. And I'm gonna be like documenting everything that I go through once I get a new apartment or house or whatever I do. Once I start dating, get married, whatever I do, I'm gonna document. I'm gonna show you guys more than a TI can do, and whatever struggles that come with it, I'm gonna let you watch it. I'm gonna let you see it all. But I'm gonna date. I'm gonna do these things. I'm not gonna let them just take my life away over nothing. Man, I'm congested and I gotta spit so bad. But let me just kind of get to this point here. All right, guys, I'm not reading comments right now. I'm just trying to get through the story. And once I get through the story, I can read comments. I'm not working at 100%. I'm a little sick, so just work with me, guys. I really wasn't planning on doing this tonight, but with what they just did, I got to do this. All right, so look. So I go pick this chick up from a Burger King. She's all sad. She gets in the car, and she was like, yeah. And now here's how I think she was lying, too, because first she said 9,000. She said, yeah, these people in here just stole $9,000 from me. I'm like, really? You know, they've been giving me some real weirdos lately, especially in my neighborhood in particular. She wasn't a weirdo, but weird situations. But anyway, he said, yeah, basically, she said they stole $900 from her bank account, right? She said she used her credit card to get some Burger King, and they stole money from her account, right? She said she was checking her account, and the money is not there. It's all gone. They just kept on hitting her account for small amounts until it hit $1,000. So she was sad. Her Uber was only about 4 minutes up the road to her house. She was at Burger King, and she called the Uber 3 minutes up the street. All right. Now, that's okay. Okay, that's normal. She's all sad. She's like, oh, you know, I just lost my money, but, you know, I get paid tomorrow, so I'll be fine. Just like me, right? I get paid tomorrow as well. But it's not like it's my money. It goes to the car that I'm leasing. So I'm about to just make a payment, just paying bills. Mind you. All right. So she lost her money. She's all sad. It's a sob story. You know, I take her to her little apartment, drop her off. She goes in the house all sad. Now, here's the juicy part, guys. It's about to get juicy. Now, check this out. And I got information for you guys that you might want to hear. So this part, you want to tune in. All right, that's why I'm sick. I'm doing this for you guys. I would say send me a donation, but my Cash App is going to be messed up until tomorrow as well. So I can't even get no donations right now. So unless you got Zelle, I could do Zelle. But anyway, check it out. So I don't have any money right now, by the way, if anybody does want to do me a Zelle, now that I speak about it, you know. And if you are a well, anyway. So check it out, right? So next up, I pick up this another female. It's a female. I'm not gonna say her name. I'm not gonna say where because I don't want to put her on blast, even though she probably was working with them peoples anyway, because she's a security guard. Now, so I go pick her up. Now here's the ironic thing, right? This is not the first time they've done this either, but put somebody in my car for the neighborhood who I come across a lot. But anyway, she does security. She works for a security company over at this little location that I would go to often at night, you know, when I was like at the end of the night after working and stuff, you know, when I was, you know, in my van, I would get my van together to do the van life thing, to go sleep in my van. So she would always come around and, you know, just, you know, as security and say, hey, you know, what's going on or whatever, checking things out, let me know it's private property. I'm sorry, guys. I got to step out the car, get a little fresh air for a second. I'm really struggling with this damn head cold, and I just took my jacket off. I got to step outside. I'm going to step outside for a second and talk to you guys for a minute, because I got this cold. I just can't sit here. All right, so just give me a second. I'll leave the keys here. All right. So let me talk to you guys. Those is running and everything. Let me get my tissue. I got my cover my thing up. Give me a second. I got some tissue. Oh, my God. All right, give me a minute, guys. I'm struggling. Get my tissue before I walk. All right, so basically, guys, what I'm trying to say is this. You probably see this area before, too. I came over here because, anyway. All right, let me just sit in the car for a minute. So I go pick the chick up, right? I hope you guys are following the story. I'm not reading comments yet. I'm just going to give you my story. And then I'm gonna read some comments, and I'm going to end it because I'm really struggling. I should have had my medication by now, but I couldn't because of what just happened. So I go to get this. I pick her up, right? She gets in the car. I kind of recognize her immediately, you know? She does security. She rides around that parking lot over there. So we're just riding down the road. Not much conversation. She's really nice. She's very she's very conversational, more than most of these people usually are out here, right? So she's real cool, you know? So anyway, so I see the police all of a sudden, right? Now I start seeing this police car riding with me. So the whole time he's riding, it's this long road. When I picked her up, it's a long road that we needed to go down. It's like a straight shot, right? Long road, straight shot. And, you know, I'm taking her to the road. I'm taking her down the road. So it's only us. Dark road. We in Georgia. You know how it can be sometimes. There's not much going on once you hit certain areas. It's a dark road. Riding her straight. It's a straight shot home to take her where I'm taking her from the location. 9 miles down the road. So the police and I are the only ones on the road. So we're riding down, and he won't even leave. You know, police usually would just zoom off somewhere. He doesn't want to zoom off. Now, if I wasn't a TI, I would just say, okay, I'm in a fast car. I'm in a sports car now. They have been giving me a little bit more of attention here and there, I guess. Maybe that's why that white cop car was following me in Atlanta the other night, because I have a car now that's known for speeding. It's known for racing. I got 3 different modes on this vehicle. I can put it on sport mode, and they got like let's just call it super sport mode. And it goes very fast. I mean, the things I do on this car on the highway are ungodly. You get what I'm saying? At night, when there's not a lot of cars on there, I mean, I'm floating out here, and it's fully electric. It's unbelievable, but it's fast. So maybe police give you more attention. Last 2 years, I've been driving around in a minivan. I barely even got pulled over in that thing over those years. So maybe that's the difference. But anyway, so he's riding with me down the street. The guy's riding with me down the street, I hear you, Peter. I like it too. So me and the girl start talking about it, right? And she's kind of like more pissed off than me. She's cussing him out. You know, in a car though, talking about him. But I'm just like, I ain't gonna talk crazy. She probably with him, right? So anyway, I'm like, yeah, man, he always messing with me. I'm on some kind of list, you know. He know. She's like, damn, he's going on every turn. If he makes his left with us, then I know something is up, right? He made that left. I'm like, yeah, and he was in front of us. I'm like, yeah, baby, because they are reading my GPS. You get what I'm saying? They're in my phone, and my phone is connected to my car, so that you saw that big screen I got, so my Uber directions can be on the screen. So that's the only reason I connected to the car. I hate doing it, but it is what it is. So I was like, yeah, he's in my phone. He knows where we're going. He knows the whole route or whatever, right? So anyway, and I'm like, by the way, matter of fact, she was like, yeah, she said, yeah, I know all about that. She was like, it's your tags. Whenever your tags come up, it's flagged, right? She said, if your tags come up, you're flagged. And I was like, okay, here we go. She's talking that talk, right? She's a security guard. So I said, yeah, okay, good, because I know you, right? I recognize you. I'm like, you probably don't recognize me because I'm the one in that van. I used to come over here in this van all the time and straighten my van out. She remembered me. And she was like, yeah, what happens is, which I already knew this much, right? It's Flock. It's this thing called Flock that the police use where it tracks our tags everywhere we go anyway. And they have it on these security car. I even did a video about her and her riding up on me with that particular security car with that camera trying to hit my tags. I even did a video. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna post it at some point and show you guys, and I'll reference this video when I do. It's very interesting, guys. Everything's connected. I'm trying to talk, guys. I'm very congested. I'm trying hard. Just hang in there with me. I'm really struggling. My nose I can't even breathe out my nose right now. But listen. Oh my God. All right. So I got to get this out. I'm about to go sit back down. Just kicking my ass. I got to get this out, guys. I'm sorry. So she says, yes, it's the Flock cam, you know, your flag anywhere you go. So I'm like, okay, so what is it? Just like the local, whatever? And she's like, nah, you know, it's everywhere. Anywhere in the world. All the police departments, everywhere in the world, any watch list, anything you're on, with your tag, it's gonna alert. It's gonna alert me. So what I've shown you guys in the past, which I've shown you guys a lot of times, and those of you who are TIs, you already know about this. Whenever you go somewhere, especially a mall, anywhere you go, security is gonna come around you. See, the difference with me is I know my numbers. I know that when 27 is on the clock, that's when they're gonna come around. And she was time coordinating just the exact person that was in the back of my car, her in particular. Because I picked her up after 1, and I usually would be out there around, a little before 1 when I was doing my, fixing my van before I would go do my van life thing at night. So she, it's her. She's in my car, and she's breaking it down, saying, it's flagged, it's a flag. I already knew all this information, but the thing I didn't get out of her was the time synchronization. So she says that, yeah, it gives her an alert whenever one of us who are flagged, all of us as target individuals, our tags are flagged. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the Flock camera surveillance, Flock is these cameras all around the country that read your tags. They're all over the place. And that's how they know where we are all the time as well in your vehicle, because it's telling where you are on the road at all times. And so as you ride up and down the road, we're getting flagged on all of these cameras, all of these different cameras connected to the traffic light. I don't want to talk too fast. Let me be clear. All right. So all of these cameras and shit connected to these traffic lights all over the place. All of these, these cameras like this, all of this kind of shit. These little businesses, all this stuff is connected to the police. So once we get flagged, the people around are told what to do. That's why when I go to McDonald's, they treat me so bad. They got facial recognition, they got taggery, everything. So whenever I get in the line, all of a sudden the line slows up. You guys got to see recently, I did a video of it too. I'm going to show you guys, I promise. There's a restaurant that I don't know if I mentioned this on my last live. Hope I didn't. But there's a restaurant that I used to go to since I've been in this area. I used to go there at least 2 or 3 times a week. I love it, right? But they would always do the dumbass gang stalking in the drive-thru, which I understand, so I just let it go. But I started going inside to try to save time. And they started treating me bad. Like, I mean, they treated me real bad one time. And I just said, I'm never coming here again. I'm just going to make it short. I decided to finally go back again after almost 6 months. Because when I say that shit, when I say I'm not messing with somebody or something, I usually stick with it. But I've been kind of going back on that a little bit lately and trying to have some forgiveness, a little more forgiveness in certain situations that might be beneficial to me, as long as it's not going to hurt me, as long as I know what I'm coming into with the situation. So just think about that, to guys. If you can forgive, or people or certain situations, at least now you know what time it is and you know how to handle it. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, let me get back into this. So I decided to go to this restaurant for the first time in probably about 6 months. Could be a little less than 6 months, but it definitely had to be sometime in the summer. I pull up to this place. And there's nobody in line, guys. Nobody in front of me with the 27 tag. Mind you, happens every time I go into any food place around here. If I go through a drive-thru, they always got the 27 tag. But this time I pull in, there's nobody in line and nobody with a 27 tag, of course, because no one's there. That would never happen. When I was going there on a regular basis, that would never happen. They always will have somebody with a 27 tag or whatever waiting for me at all times. I'm not reading comments yet, guys. I'm going to get to it in a minute. Listen to the story. So anyway, I go there and there's no one there. I went right through the line. Everything was fine and dandy. And I did the same thing again at another restaurant yesterday and it worked out. When I show that video, I'll talk about it more. But anyway, so she told me all about the flock and how, as soon as I pull up somewhere, my tag is getting dinged. That's why we're getting swarmed, guys. At the end of the day, if you're driving a car, your tags are gonna get hit as soon as you pull to that gas station. Your tags are going to get hit when you're at the intersection. Everywhere you go, when I'm riding down the highway, they gang stalk on the highway, guys. If I'm riding down the highway and 27's on the clock, all the cars around me are going to speed up and drive past me as fast as they can with 27 on the clock. That's how deep it is. So she pretty much, this is a security guard, and she's letting me know, straight up, it's the flock camera system. You get flagged when you, and this is a different kind of security guard. I mean, she was in there talking about, matter of fact, I dropped her all. Okay, I'm not gonna give her business out too much, but just know that it's some real ones out here, guys. And the whole time that we were doing this, we were having this discussion, though, the police were there. They rode with us all the way to the location. This happened to me again. I told you it happened in Buckhead last week, and now here we go again. Now, I'm in my home neighborhood tonight. That's why they had these 2 scenarios set up. Don't forget, I just told you the story. Hope you guys are following. I told you the story. I did 2 trips tonight after work, and then stopped after that because I'm too sick. I just want to do 2 to get some money real quick to go to bed with because I don't have any cash. And I told you why. I told you I locked all my money up last night in my little secret spot because I don't keep my money in the bank because of financial surveillance. And here's a reason why, which I'm getting ready to tell you. And tomorrow was payday, so I have money anyway in the morning. You get what I'm saying? So I decided I'm going to work, make a couple dollars tonight, get my medication, get a little something to eat, some fluids, and just go to bed. All right, I'm just done. I had to pay all my bills this week. I had unexpected bills that hit me this week, as well as bills that I had to pay. You wouldn't believe it. It all just hit me this week. So I was really kind of broke all week. But I can make money. But anyway, so the police followed me all the way there. She gives me that good information, right? It just really breaks it down and solidifies it that yes, that's how we're being targeted, guys. We're targeted individuals. Our tags, if you're in the car, you're flagged. So that's why they come around everywhere we go, because of this little flock surveillance. I even shared videos about flock cameras. I even did some. Hope you guys are watching the videos that I share on YouTube, because this is really a wealth of information there that you guys might want to check out. Seriously. But I shared stuff about flock before, but that was really good that she was able to give me that information. But if you speak to her, you would understand. But they've been giving me some really, really, really cool women and cool females lately. But it's not real, because it's only because they monitor what I do on my phone, and then they think it's cute. And I hate to say that. Sometimes I want to say they, like it's just somebody particularly doing it, right? Watching what I'm doing and then sending them to me, or is it the algorithm? The stuff is a little too specific for me to think it's an algorithm doing this. This is police monitoring my shit or whoever, and then thinking it's cute. These Masons or whatever, they got control of all these people, and they can coordinate them and move them around, make them do things to mess with us. So But anyway, she gave me that good information. Now, it was all good, right? Okay, so I felt good about that. She gave me the information, and also now I know her. So now when I go over to that establishment, she can really remember me, and that's good to have a connection, right? Make connections, especially with somebody like her who's giving that kind of information. But anyway, so I let her out the car, drop her off. Of course, when I pull out to the street, they got street theater. They got some cars trying to get me into an accident. They tried to kill me in Bankhead, Midtown. I know it was Buckhead the other night. Quick story before I get into the rest of my other story. So I pull up to the light. Be careful out there. Oh, that's one thing I want to tell you guys. Hope I'm not rambling. I'm just trying to get everything out, guys. For you TIs out there, be careful at intersections, because I always think about that demon car that they're going to come speeding down that damn intersection with that red demon car with all the black tinted windows that they'll love to probably send speeding through the damn intersection, red light, to ram into you and T-bone you and take you up out of here. They hit me like that once when I was in Tampa. I sued them and got a little money last year. That's how I got out the hellhole. But they will do that, guys. They will hit you. And I always think about that red demon car they're going to send one day through an intersection. So I'm always careful. And it happened the other day. Big ass pickup truck. And it turns out, I followed his ass too. And it turned out that he was a damn valet. That's why he was driving like that. So I pull up to the light. I'm going to pick up an Uber for the club over there in a Buckhead. So I pull up to the light, and it's my turn to come out, but it's a green light. But this big ass, big ass 350, Ford 350 comes zooming through the light, fast as hell. And there's another car blocking, so I wouldn't have been able to see. If I wasn't a TI and I knew I need to be very careful and watch everything, I probably wouldn't have saw him. I would have just rolled out and got hit and killed. And then whoever has the insurance policy on me or whatever they got going on, they would have got paid. Just like that. So I pull up over there. I'm pissed off. So I pull up. I said, man, he could have killed me. What's up? What you doing? He's like, the light was yellow. So that means zoom through at 100 miles an hour trying to kill somebody? He's a young, dumb idiot. It was a valet at one of the clubs out there. Atlanta gets crazy. Be careful out here. Be careful in these cities. Every time I go to the city of Atlanta, that's when a lot of the weird, intense stuff happens and violent kind of shit. When I'm in the actual city. The city is only about 15 minutes from where I pretty much live. But it's a little bit different when you get in that environment. You know, something about the city, it does something to people's minds where they get a little more savage for some reason. But anyway, let me get on with the story. Now here's the part that has me out here right now with no money. My nose is stopped up. I could probably go scrounge up some change in my car, but I can't go get medication. I need to go get fluids. I want to go to bed. I gotta get up early, right? So here we go. I do the quick Uber. I drop the girl off. She gave me the good information. The security guard. The police followed me all the way down to drop her off. 2 things I'm going to teach you about everything I just told you, okay? 2 things, and then I'm going to end this after I read the comments. Now, here's the deal. So now, I cashed my money out of Uber, sent it to my bank account, right? Boom. All good. I'm done. But Uber lets you cash out 5 times a day. You can cash your money out anytime. I already cashed out once earlier. I was going to cash out again tonight. So here we go. I go in to cash my money. I don't even got to check it because I do it every day, right? And usually I don't care because I'm not usually cashing my money right away and I got to go take that money to eat and drink. I'm not usually living like that. But again, tomorrow's payday. I put my money up. I don't have anything on me. I expected to do the Uber, go to bed, wake up, and I got money and I'm good. So it was all right, right? So they wait until the night that I'm sick and they wait until the night that I don't have any money to do this. So now I send my money through Uber to my bank account and all of a sudden, it just gets intercepted, right? There's nothing. I call my bank. You know, you can call your bank if you got the right kind of bank. 24 hours. So I got on a live chat. She says she sees where the deposit was sent. She sees where the deposit was sent, but she can't understand why it won't hit my account. It's not reflecting my balance for some reason, right? And we had to file a dispute. They said they're going to give me a provisional amount of money. They're going to give me a provisional balance to cover that because there's no reason why it shouldn't be in there. But it might not be until tomorrow. I'm going to check it again when I get off this live to see if it's there. But she said it won't be there until tomorrow. And, you know, that leaves me out. You know, I know they'll give it to me. They did it before in the past, but I needed it tonight. Tomorrow I get paid. I got plenty of money tomorrow. I can go back. I can go into my little stash and get it. I get paid tomorrow. I'll be fine. Whatever. I can work. Whatever. But I need it tonight. So they intercepted my money. Now let me give you the lessons here. The reason why they did that, it could be, again, As a TI, why did my car just do that? As a TI, I think it just turned off. As a TI, we're under financial surveillance, guys. That's why I don't like keep my money in the bank, because they don't just surveil me or you because they think we're terrorists or some shit. They're doing it to us because we're being harassed. We're being messed with. They're not doing it because they really think we're some kind of threat. Hold on a second, guys. My car, I think it just turned off. I want to make sure everything's cool. So they think that we're some kind of threat. So they're already monitoring our bank accounts, right? Let me sit down for a minute. I ain't feeling so good anyway. So they're already monitoring. They're already monitoring our bank accounts and all of that. So I think that right now, because of the little situation that I spoke about a little bit earlier, as far as sorry guys, I lost my train of thought. I looked at my chat and I see some crazy stuff going on in here. Who was I saying? I see something about some family incest. Hold on, I'm about to get to these in a second, guys. So anyway, they pretty much intercepted my money. And what allows them to do this now, they don't have no real, they're doing it because here's the deal. Let me give you the reason why they're what's going on here. What I think what they're doing, what the thing I've been talking about a little earlier that's been helping me out a little bit, I think that they have something to do with it, right? I think they do stuff around you. Now, if you're a TI and you're a TI that they don't hate you because they know they've been watching you for a certain amount of time. They know you're not a child sexual assaulter. You're not all the different things they try to. Oh, I got another story about that. One more story. I'm gonna tell you about that. What they did with a child in the bathroom and the camera the other day in my job. I can't believe they tried me like that. But let me get to that in a second. I've been wanting to tell y'all about that. I kept forgetting. But look, real quick. So so I think they do this, right? Here's what I think they do, guys. As a target individual, they use us for stuff. There's a documentary with Trayvon Martin. I'm gonna put it in my community tab. I'm gonna share it with you guys as a post. I shared it before. I'm gonna do it again. I didn't get to speak about it back then, but about Trayvon Martin. After watching that documentary and seeing the handlers and the perps and his Masonic father and Eastern Star mother, they use us, guys, for situations to move agendas. Trayvon Martin was chosen and used. He's a targeted individual when they cashed out on his ass. Be careful, okay? Especially right now with these Democrats losing the election, guys. You know, they get crazy. Both sides get crazy when they lose the election. All this crazy stuff started happening, trying to make the current administration look bad. So they start doing all this crazy stuff. And that's how you start finding like George Floyd and shit like that happening. These are targeted individuals, guys, that they're cashing out. So I'm going to tell you guys, there's a lot of agendas that's going to be trying to be pushed forward by these Democrats to try to make Trump and them look bad. Especially, you know, for some of you, if you are African-American male, those cop shootings and all those kind of things, be careful right now. Because that's what they were trying to use for a while, saying we need to be scared because they're going to get immunity. They can just shoot and kill us. They're going to start doing stuff to people to make Trump and them look bad. And you don't want to be the TI that's getting used for some kind of agenda. And then your family goes and cashes out, fake crying on the news, and they go get a fat check off of you. Just be careful. Keep your head in the swivel. This shit is real. Don't let these other TIs who you know want you to just focus on the spiritual world or stuff that you can't, you know, the spiritual realm and not what you're dealing with right here in front of you. You better remember you are in the real world. You're still down here on earth, and you better understand that money rules things, family and everything. It comes first. So just be careful. But anyway, I think they make fake investigations, guys, as a TI to keep this money coming. They'll use us, right? So there's a little, like I said, I don't want to get into too much detail yet, but there's a situation that's been saving me some good money. I didn't do anything, but it's something that a lot of people would love to have available to them. It can help you a lot, right? So it's nice. But I can see that all of a sudden they got all this extra attention around me whenever I'm in that situation, right? Like I'm being watched, like as if I'm doing something nefarious. I think that either the law enforcement, you know, people who are trying to keep their grant money coming in, they'll set something up like this, right? It's not hurting me, actually, at least as far as I can tell, it's helping me. But so they'll help you, right? But at the same time, it's gonna put you under an investigation, right? You might wonder what's going on, right? What's going on? So we want to control this person. We want to show them that we can control them. We don't want to hurt them because, you know, we're not really mad at them within the program too much right now, but we'll help. But also what we're going to do is going to cause more of a reason for us to investigate, to see how this is happening. Where is this coming from? How are you able to do such? You get what I'm saying? So now it gives them a whole new funding to say, hey, look, we got this TI over here who we just had almost on the verge of eating out of a trash can, living under a bridge. All of a sudden pops up, and you know he's doing other things. You get what I'm saying? More than we expected. So, and we think there's some kind of fraud, or we think there's some kind of scam going on. So let us go ahead and watch this guy. You get what I'm saying? And it opened up an investigation where they got to keep money coming in. Now, I could be thinking too deep into it, but as a TI, you don't want to think like you're thinking too deep about stuff, because it really goes down, guys. These are creative people, and this is what they do. So I think that they do stuff like that. Here they go. Look, here's my pickup truck letting me know. That's probably my confirmation. There's my pickup truck, probably undercover. We got the 9-3. 9 times 3 is what, guys? Is it 24? 9 times 3 is 24, or is it 27? Either way, it's gang stalking. I think it's 27. 9 times 3 is 27. So there you go. Upside down, 9 times 3. You get a federal agent ride by. The pickup truck. All right, guys. So look. So I think they do this kind of thing to open up an investigation on you, because they know ain't nothing going on. They know you're not doing fraud. They know you're not scamming. What is happening has nothing to do with me. But they use that, right, as a reason to look into you more, look into your bank account, watch you, follow you around, because they're saying, hey, this person is doing something we need to watch. You see what I'm saying? So look at the correlation, right? So the first Uber passenger I had tonight, she had a tragedy where she said the people in the Burger King stole $1,000 out of her bank account. She used her card and they stole all her money. Okay? She was so sad. She had a quick little trip, 4 minutes up the street. So and I'm in my own neighborhood, by the way, when this happened. So that was a setup. She was standing outside. They told her to stand there and catch a quick Uber right up the street to her house, 4 minutes up the road, and have that sob story. Because little did I know, later on that night, here as we are right now, my money was going to be intercepted. And I think that they're doing all of this because, and they put the girl who's security, right? It's all security in the back of my vehicle as the second passenger. And I think that they're either they're doing this purposely, which is giving me a benefit. I'm not gonna complain. It's giving me a benefit, but I didn't do it. I ain't got anything right. It's not my fault. I'm just, I'm doing what I'm supposed. I'll go into detail later, guys, at a different date. Once this thing doesn't, if I don't have it to me no more. But I don't want to put it on blast and mess up a good thing. So anyway, I'm really sick, guys. So I'm gonna end this soon. So anyway, I think that they do stuff like this to further open investigations and inconvenience you, because they watch everything we got going on. They see that I've been grabbing the money out today and using it. So all of us, this never happened before. All of a sudden, intercept my money when I'm sick. I need the money, and I got to be up in about 5 hours because I got something important I got to do. Now is the time to intercept my money. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, by the time I finish this live, hopefully it clears. So I just wanted to tell you guys that story. So the police followed me the whole way. All of a sudden, my money gets intercepted. The girl in the back is talking about somebody took her money before all this even went down. The first passenger is talking about somebody took her money. The second one is a security guard, which actually gave me some good information. She was mad cool. But yeah, I just wanted to talk on those points right there. I showed you guys the whole thing with the 44th president and the first black president with the Chris Rock thing, head of the state. I thought that was interesting. That was just an example of how they show you it was written. Nas had a thing called It Was Written. All of this stuff is already written. It's a script. It's already written out. So that's why I didn't get emotional about all this Trump and Kamala. It's all gangs. They're all going to be doing gang stalking. Anyway, but what I will say is this, though. Trump did mention, I should try to find that clip for you guys at some point, but when they were trying to do the Pfizer, when they were looking at the Pfizer stuff back in, I think, April, they asked Trump about it. He did say kill it. He wanted to kill Pfizer 702. So he doesn't like it, right? He doesn't like it. But at the same time, him not liking it, he still has, let me show you guys. Hopefully it's still here. Here it is. Let's check this out real quick, guys. And then I'm going to tell you the story. They try to catch me up with some pedophilia. They want to try to make us like a pedophile or something, like with children and all that. They've been hitting me with that. But look, check this out real quick. If you haven't looked into my community tab, this is my community tab, guys. You guys really should start taking a look at some of this stuff in here. See right here where it says the community. Here's where I drop a lot of good information for you on GangStalking. But check this out right here real quick. All right, let's take a look here. And then I'm going to read the comments and tell you how to...
Trump has created an expansive national security watch list that actually includes Americans, U.S. citizens, who have absolutely no connection to terrorism whatsoever. They have not done anything wrong. There's absolutely no cause to investigate them. But nonetheless, Trump has taken policy that was supported by previous administrations, including the Obama administration, and has expanded it to the point where he is not only abusing his power, but violating our civil liberties. So Newsweek broke this story. It's an excellent investigative report, and here's what they found. The new watch list, authorized through a classified Attorney General order that launched in 2017, is expected to grow to well over 1 million names. It also allows the government to track and monitor Americans without a warrant, even when there's no evidence they're breaking the law. The authority circumvents criminal justice requirements for due process, equal protection under the law, and freedom of association under the Constitution.
You hear that?
Trump administration.
We have no constitutional rights when they put us on this list, guys. That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Like, there's this guy. Let me interrupt here. I think this is how you do it to avoid copyright anyway. You got to give your own take on it and stop it and talk. Yeah, I got to figure that out so I can get monetized again. But anyway, there's a guy who does a lot of like cell phone security. I've shared this stuff in the past. He's an Asian guy. And he talks about all of the security stuff that you can do to protect yourself from the hackers, right? So you can protect your personal data, all your personal information. But one thing he always says is, but if you're being targeted by the FBI, CIA, or any government entity, none of this stuff applies to you because they have a back door that goes beyond all of that stuff. And you don't have any personal rights once we're on these lists. So they can do anything they want to do. So keep that in mind. You know, we don't have any protections. That's why they make us a TI and put us on watch lists so they can take away our constitutional rights. And that allows cops or whoever around in your neighborhood who's hating on you, might be jealous to get in your bank account, get into your emails. They intercept these different females that I'm talking to. All the conversations are going well. Then all of a sudden, once we communicate a little bit, they jump in between. But anyway, let me finish this. Check this out, right? Remember, we don't have any rights as TIs.
Circumvents criminal justice requirements for due process,
no due process,
equal protection under the law,
no
and
protection.
Freedom of association under the Constitution. So the Trump administration broke the law, by the way, by not even announcing the watch list or the changes that they've made to previous policy to allow them to expand this watch list. The two laws, the Privacy Act of 1974 and the E-Government Act of 2002, require the federal government to notify the public of new and altered systems of records containing personal information on Americans and to assess its potential impact on civil liberties. Government officials familiar with the new watch list say it will eventually include tens of thousands of Americans, reaching more than 100 cities across the United States. I'm going to give you the origins of this watch list in just a moment, but understand that if you have the misfortune of being included on this list, your bank transactions will be monitored.
That's what's happening with me.
Just a moment.
You hear that?
But understand that if you have the misfortune of being included on this list, your bank transactions will be monitored. Your travel could be hindered, and it could be a giant mess. So if you're, let's say, trying to travel outside of the country just to go on a trip for whatever reason, you are going to be pulled aside for extra screenings, extra investigation, and you won't even know why. You won't know why. You won't know that you're on this watch.
And I think and that's what I'm saying, guys. I think that's how they're doing it. I think that the situation that I got going on, you know, the gods have been looking slightly favorably on me lately. So instead of this being a situation that hurts me that they've been doing, which is hurting me at this moment, though, because I don't have any money, I have any access or nothing. I will in the morning, but I don't have nothing right now because I banked on like doing what I've been doing for the years and years and years. Work, cash my money out if I need to and go spend it. I don't have any cash on me. I locked it all up, put it away up in my what's the name. I don't have anything right now. I did that purposely because I thought I would be able to do this and I get paid. When I wake up in the morning, I got my paycheck. But they intercepted my money, and they did it at a strategic time. They know that I'm low. They know that I don't got no money in the bank. They watch everything you do. They know where I'm at, and they know what's going on, guys. So it's perfect timing, intercept the money. Now, if it's not the police that set up this, if it's not, okay, let me slow down. Sorry, guys. Let me slow down. If it's not the police that set up the situation that's going on that I'm telling you about, that I think that's making them jealous, it's an outside entity that they're trying to play catch up and find out. They might literally have me under investigation because they think I'm doing something slick. That's one thing about being a TI. We don't really get the benefit of the doubt. They always are assuming that we are doing something. You know, something's wrong, something's going on. Why are we on a watch list, right? It can't be for no reason. So they're always sniffing around, thinking that there's a crime or some kind of criminality. You know, like when they flipped my car multiple times. You know what I mean? They flipped my car, and that's what the girl, the security guard that was in my vehicle mentioned that. You know, said that, hey, you know, she said she's flagged, which I think was, I don't know, she was, you know, but she said she's flagged, and they flipped her car all the way out in Jackson, Mississippi. Everywhere she goes, she gets but she's a security, and she does the same thing to me. Whenever I would come around the place where she does security. So I don't know, guys. But she said they flip her car. Just, you know, look, because they're always looking for some kind of criminality when they throw us on these lists. So now here they are. They're putting a magnifying glass, I guess, on my finances. So here I go to cash out, and they intercepted like a Deion Sanders interception, right? Intercepting a pass. They have police following me around on the road while I'm, you know, it's you know, but I think that somebody that made me hot, and I ain't even do it. You know? So I'm in that discussion. I just want to speak on that. And real quick, at work the other day, you know, they're always trying to associate us with kids and little girls. This little girl was at the job the other day. Probably no older than, I say, probably 8 that's probably on the high end. There's 2 of them, little girls. Now, their mom was there doing something at the job. So the little girls are walking around kind of a little too, like, friendly with people, like trying to hug people and, like, hug men. You know what I'm saying? Like, just touching men and stuff like that. It was kind of odd, right? Man, look, I use so much tissue. Look at that. So that's how bad my nose is right now. I got another roll, though. Anyway, I can't even go get no medication. I don't have any money. But anyway, so what was I going to say? Yeah, so the little girl, there's 2 little girls, they're in dresses at the job. So this other guy was in there, and they were like, you know, he kind of like pulling on his clothes around his belt area. Little girls, you know. So next thing you know, so I'm at the job. I had to do something at the bathroom. I had to go and do something over there. I forgot what it was, but near the bathroom area. I had to open the door and do something. And the little girl, I can hear, all of a sudden rushed over there, right? And there's a sink right outside the bathroom. So the little girl, I could hear her just playing with the water at the sink the whole time. It's like kind of like waiting for me to come out. As soon as I come out, she tries to start like having a conversation with me about something. As I'm coming out the bathroom, she's right there. And then there's a woman standing right there with her phone pointing towards me, acting like she's on the phone, but her camera side is pointing right at me and the little girl over there near the bathroom, coming out the bathroom, a little girl right there. That and my job, though, you know, so there's cameras everywhere at the job, so it's not like, you know, you could really say so, you know, but that kind of imagery, though, even if somebody's to snap a photo like that and spread it around, it can make you look bad. So, you know, I heard another TI speak about that. You know, you got to be careful with that kind of thing. They really do try to set up. I hear people say these kind of things. Like, I don't know, maybe not, but it really does happen, guys. They really do stuff like that. So just be careful out here, man. Let me jump into some of these comments. I'm really struggling. I got to get ready to end this. I'm gonna read some comments and oh, one last thing I'll tell you before I do the comments. Little piece of advice while I have you guys here. Listen, here's something you guys got to think about. As a TI, in order to survive this thing, right? They're attacking me financially right now because I'm doing more than they think I should be able to be doing as a TI. Let me show you how I've been able to do. Not how I've been able to avoid at least being under a bridge eating out of a trash can. How I've been able to I've been able to how I've been able to do it. That's funny, right? This right here, what I'm getting ready to do. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. They're gonna give me a copyright. I know it. Anyway, listen. It's funny too, right? What I'm getting ready to do, this board is white during the day. I should show you when it's white, but I did this the other day on this board as like just messing around with it. And then the next thing I know, I see the dude DB do a video on the board the same way. I'm like, man. Anyway, so look, check this out. As a TI, you always want to be trying to trend upward, right? As a TI, you always want to be trending upward. So as a TI, this is what life is usually like. Look at this right here. Look at this as an example. As a TI, they always want you to be falling down. You could be up, but it's always about that dip. You know what's going to happen as a TI. If you're a real deal TI, eventually you get caught up. You get better with it over time, but as you're doing this thing, you get caught up, right? So, but the idea to survive this, for those of you who want to get a little gem from somebody who's been dealing with it on the overt stage for at least 5 or 6 years now, what I've learned with my ups and downs is you always want to be trying to do stuff that's going to trend upward. You know, you always want to be pushing up, because eventually, high up as you can, do everything you can, go hard, because eventually what's going to happen is you're going to have that dip, right? You have that dip. They give you the dip, you're falling. But as you're falling, the higher up you're pushing yourself, right? The higher up you are, when you do fall as a TI, your momentum from everything that you've been doing and working on, not being lazy, not being demoralized, not being sad, you're always fighting and working. The higher you are, if you do fall, that momentum should bring you right back up to where you need to be. Now, when I say momentum, it always trending to the top. For example, last year, 2023, I was down and out real bad. My car had broke down on me. I couldn't make money. I didn't have a job other than, doing Uber and driving jobs. I have nobody. I'm isolated and nothing I could do, right? I was out for the first month. I was barely eating. You know what I'm saying? I was eating like one time a day. I would go up to like a little local chicken spot and get a little chicken meal every night. I was selling off all of the stuff that I owned. I was just selling things. I ran out of stuff to sell. It was for the first month. I just couldn't. I was trying. You guys, I was asking you guys for donations. Now the second month, you guys started donating. Made it a little bit easier, but I was still in my car, stuck, freezing, no battery life in the car, freezing my ass off, burning up. It was a season change going on at that time. But you know what happened is I ended up getting a nice fat check to bounce me out of that, right? You guys gave me like $200 in that time frame. But at the end of it all, I ended up getting a nice fat check. And the reason why is because of work that I had done prior. I had done the work before. I got hit in a car accident when I was down in Tampa a year before that. I went through all the processes, did everything I needed to do. I went to physical therapy, did everything I needed to do. That's always trending up, because I knew I wasn't going to benefit from it at that moment. But in the future, if I keep pushing up, if I do have that fall, I'll be so higher up where the momentum. Now, if you're not really doing much and you just bullshitting, more demoralized, you're sad, the GangStalking is beating you down, you're hanging around all your perps, you're not going to be able to rise up. It's too heavy. You got too much heavy shit on you. You know what I mean? You can't rise up. So your fall is not going to bring you up so high. You get what I'm saying? So you got to be working hard on building yourself up as much as possible, doing the early work, doing the dirty work, this not pretty, sweep the floors, mop the floors, taking out trash, whatever you got to do. Push forward. Work hard every day. You can't do holidays like everybody else, getting all cute, going to birthdays, all that stupid shit. That's done for us, guys. Go work. Go grind. If you live in a city that you cannot afford, if it's too expensive for you to be there, the city is letting you know, get your ass out of here. You cannot afford to be here. Go find a place where you can afford and take care of your family. Okay? Somebody out there needs to hear that. But anyway, I'm going to end that discussion. Just always push high as you can. Do everything you can. Do the work. As a TI, you got to do stuff now that can benefit you later. Do stuff for yourself right now that your future self will be happy about. You know what I mean? The fact that I'm in the car that I'm in now and the revenue streams that I have opened up to me is from work that I had done over years, though. It wasn't something that was going to be immediate gratification, but I knew maybe one day in the future it might be something that could help me. So it was something that I kept doing and kept doing and kept doing, and it opened up a whole lot of things for me, and that's because of my persistence. And I'm not only doing things that's going to give me instant gratification as a TI, and even as I'm getting older and living as a TI, You got to learn. You got to do stuff for yourself that's going to benefit you down the line, because you never know when it could come in handy. I've saved myself by shit that I've done. My past self has saved my future self, my present self, by things that I've done. And that's how you got to do it as a TI if you're isolated. All that depending on other people and leaning on, we can't do that. They might, out of the goodness of their heart, they choose to, but you don't want to live on other people's generosity if you can avoid it. All right, now let me read some comments, and then I got to get ready to end this. I'm really feeling bad. I'm really sick. I got to check my bank account, see if my money cleared, so I can go get my medication. I can't even get NyQuil now because I got to get up in a few hours, and I can't miss my time. But anyway, let me read some comments, and then we'll probably just have to go ahead and end this thing, guys. All right, let me see what we got. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna go up a little bit. Hopefully you guys are still in here. I'm gonna go up somewhat, and I'll address. Yeah, you guys, you gotta be careful with this guy. This guy, JD Vance, right? I think that's JD Vance, right? The vice president. The guy behind him is the founder of he's a co-founder of PayPal with Elon Musk. The guy who gives him money, who owns him basically, and he started the cybersecurity company called Palantir. Palantir, CrowdStrike, those are the ones that are attacking us as TIs, guys. All right, just know that. All right, but anyway, let me some comments here. But it's dangerous, guys. It's very dangerous. All right, it says God rules this game. Says Superman. Okay. All different types, says false invest. Yeah, hey, all different types. I think that's what they're doing to me. I think they did something that will cause me to be under some type of false investigation, so it'll give them opportunity to keep harassing me, looking into all my personal information, all the things that they do. If they can find a reason to put you under an investigation, then that's exactly what they're gonna do. And I think that's what they're doing to me. I'm not dumb. I can see it. And a lot of these cops are young too. Like, I mean, look at these guys. You know, it was a cop earlier that I had to flag him down after I was charging my vehicle up. He was trying to synchronize and coordinate with me, but I just flagged him down. I was like, hey man, listen, in the past few weeks, I've been seeing a lot of coyotes, wild coyotes that look like they got rabies running around the neighborhood. What should I do? Should I just call the police? Should I call animal control? What if one of them attacks me? Is it legal to lay one of them down if I need to, put a few of them in? I don't know, But now I look, it was young, 20-something. These are young guys, these cops and stuff. And it's like disgusting out here gang stalking us. They're judging what we're doing on our personal phones, and they don't, the videos we watch on YouTube with a poem. You're like 25, you're 26, 20. You're wet behind the ears, and they give you this assholes this technology to look behind something and look at what I'm doing. You don't know why I'm looking at what I'm looking at online. I could be researching something. I need information on something. You don't know why I could be watching certain things that I'm watching. But when people are snooping in your personal shit, looking over your shoulder, being slick, all they can really do is assume. So you could be watching something or, observing or this stuff you should be able to do. Like right now, I got some issues that I wanted to look at health-wise, but I can't put it in my phone or any of my devices because as soon as I do look at some medical shit, the GangStalking program with this AI and these people monitoring us, they'll make you think whatever you looked at, you got that. You see what I'm saying? They're going to drive it home and use it as anything they can. They'll use it as an advantage. That's why they watch it so much. All right, I'm getting tired of talking, guys. I'm sick. I'm really not feeling good. Let me go down. Let me see. It says, Pablo Patino says, hey, can you say hi from Mexico? What's up, Mexico? I want to get out there and check y'all out soon. I know y'all gang stalk out there because the Mexicans around me gang stalk heavy out here. All different types, says tech biometric coding. No doubt. Yeah, I got a cold. I got a head cold from smoking. I got to smoke so much to stay cool with the gang stalking. Got to get to the edibles. And then they outlawed the good stuff where you can just smoke a little bit. The good cannabis, they just outlawed it last month. So now I got to go. They got some other stuff out here, and I think it made me sick. It's like poisoning me. So it's like I can't go out in the streets, right, and just go get some regular, green, because it's going to be perps, police, fentanyl. I just don't trust it. I can't go out here and can't even deal with the street stuff. That's going to give them a reason to investigate you more. Whenever you go buy a bag of weed, they open up a new investigation and more reason to watch you. Just make sure you know that. So then, okay, I'm gonna go to the store and get it legally. Oh wow, now they outlaw it. Now they don't got really. You can't really. It's what do they want, man? Florida just voted yesterday. Florida just voted against legalizing weed for those of you in Florida because they want to arrest people. That's why they do this shit down here. They want to arrest you. They don't want you to have legal weed. They want you to get some illegal weed so they can pull you over, find a bag, and get a charge on you with nobody to arrest. What's the point of them? How will they have a job, right? And the street dealers, that's who really run things, right? I hope y'all know the criminals are really in charge of all this shit. They're the ones with the money. They probably the ones that made them make this legal cannabis out here that we had illegal. So you go run out to the streets so the police can arrest you. The dealers can play games with you. I could go to the store, go to the gas station, grab my shit 24 hours, it's always there. Not chasing down the plug and all that. Y'all know how it is. All right, let me see. Man, I don't feel good. Sexual isolation. Yeah, sexual isolation is right. I have a lot of options on the table on the sexual tip. To be honest with you, because I've been, but it's all like it's perp stuff though. You know what I mean? Like the thing about it, you can have sex, you can have relationships, but you got to understand it's gonna be perp involved. I'm gonna do it for you guys though. I'm gonna find a woman. I'm gonna try to do it in 2025. I'm gonna try to date again. I don't want to date around as a TI. You just can't do that. Having a bunch of women. I'm vetting out women right now. I'm meeting people. I'm gonna try to get me one good solid woman, man, and move out to the country and just deal with whatever gang stalking she's gonna do in the house. I could deal with it as long as the good outweighs the bad, I guess, right? I guess it's all we got left. Move out to the country so won't be so many degenerates around. Just be my little local country gang stalkers. That's what I'm gonna try to do, guys. Get my money up. If I decide to stay in the States, just find me a woman. I don't know if I'll have a kid. She has to be under 30 though, because I want to have children. I don't have any children yet, and try that. Maybe I can't get her from the United States. I probably need to go to the jungle. I probably need to go out to the Amazon in South America, in the jungle, African jungle. Go out to the jungle and meet a woman who don't know anything about money, no computers, no phones, nothing. And straighten her out, clean her up, and do it that way. That's all we could probably do, guys. All right, let me read some more of these comments before I end it, guys. I'm really tired and I ain't feeling so good. I got to check my bank account, see if they release my money. I know that they're doing it because they're trying to put a fake investigation on me. All right, targets go through all of that, no doubt. All different types. Most people put on they don't do criminal records. Yeah, I know. I know the criminals. They like criminals. When you think about the police, who do the police deal with all day? They deal with criminals. Who do they know? They know criminals. They know scam artists, stick up people, robbers, killers, thieves. They know all the dirty people. Excuse me, guys. This congestion got me good. All right. Let me read some more of these comments before I end this. Oh, man, I am not feeling good. Gruesome 31 says, why they take your money? Because they're hating, Gruesome. They want to control people. They want to be bullies. They want to be surreal. They feel like, I think they feel like I'm doing better than I should be right now as a TI, which could change tomorrow. I don't get attached to anything. I'm just continually trying to push up. So if I do have that drop, like I just showed you guys, have that drop, that momentum should take you back up. All right. So just stay working. You got to stay busy. We're not like everybody else, man. We can't do what everybody does. We can't, have the kind of fun and celebrate the holidays. That's my song. All right, let me read some more. But yeah, man. I don't know. So we'll see. Either way, I'm gonna get my bank is a good bank. They're gonna reimburse me in the morning if they haven't already done it. Once I end this live, I'll check it. I can at least go get some fluids. I'll probably take a DayQuil, not take a NyQuil, because I got to get up in a couple hours, and then I can sleep all day if I want. But I got a lot of women right now coming at me. Yeah, they want to. I always got somebody that's trying to set up a date, trying to get together. You know, a lot of my gang stalking honeypots. I'm gonna choose one. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna do it for you guys, like I said. All right, I'm gonna try it out, and we'll see. I'll make it her part of the channel as well, and all that. You'll see. It says, do targeted individuals usually have 13-inch screens in their cars? I don't know. I think it's all kinds of targeted individuals. Can you imagine what the targeted individual Kanye West has in his car? Can you imagine what the new target individual P. Diddy must have? Yeah, target individuals have all kinds of things, you know. I tell you what, I didn't have this kind of screen before. Yeah, a target individual can do it many things. You know what I mean? It's just you just gotta. It's hard as hell. You gotta fight, man. I've been through hell and back, so you can get things you want. You can overcome. I'm just gonna say this, guys. You can overcome gang stalking. Okay, I just say it. But give me a second, guy. I gotta get my tissue. My nose is dripping like a. I had another tissue in here. I gotta get in the truck real quick, guys. Give me a second. My nose is dripping. I'm about to end this. I just want to chat with some comments for a little bit before I do. Give me a second. I gotta get. I think my tissue's in the trunk. I got another roll. Let's see. Might be in the front. Let me check the front too. These cars don't have an engine. Our truck is in the front. What 2 Chainz say? My truck in the front. All right, let me see if I can. There it is. There it is. Keep your gym bag with some clothes and a backup. You never know, T.I. Keep your stuff like that, all right? And drink a lot of water. And if you want another, I got another little secret I want to give y'all, but I can't get that up right now. And if you can't get to the gym like you want, get yourself some push-up pros. You can bust them down anywhere you want. All right, keep them with you. As a T.I., stay strong. All right, and healthy and fit. Like right now, I'm sick as hell, but it's only gonna last. It's only gonna last. Let me show you. Let me show y'all something cool. This right here, guys. This button right here. That's if you're riding around the streets. It's all good. You're riding around. It's a seamless drive. It's cool. Okay, that's nice. You know, I'm doing an Uber. I don't want to get caught up, you know, speeding and all that. But then right here, this button, oh my God, it's called Engage. That's a little different. See, it says everyday fun. That right there is really fun. I've done some really fun things on that. Now this right here is ungodly. See how that turns that color? And when you got the car on, let me show you something real quick. Let me show y'all something. This stuff will get you in trouble. When you on that highway, they don't mess with you in Georgia though. They let you drive on those highways though. All right, let me see. Let me show you guys something real quick. Let me show you what happens, right? How you know is you in beast mode. Right there is blue, right? You see that light down there? It's blue because I'm in that. That's like the baby, you know. It still goes. Don't get it twisted. Watch the color change. That's when it goes to engage. Or it don't really change. Okay, it don't change when you go to the next level. But then when you go up to this level right here, on that highway, oh my! See that? All that changes. Should be red because it's devilish. It almost like it brakes by itself. They got this like it's like one pedal drive. You don't even really gotta hit the brake. It's like it got this like super control mechanism where you can speed. I'm not even gonna get into it. They're gonna really start messing with me. Anyway, what else we got going on here? I just wanted to show y'all that. I thought that was pretty cool. I had to get my tissue. Why did the man smoke a cigarette walking across you at 27? What was that supposed to mean? Okay, I'll tell you about that. All right, you know what the 27 means. They always do the 27 thing. I'm gonna answer this, and then I gotta get it in because I'm struggling even speaking right now. Let me close my front too right quick. It says my front is open. Let me show you how they got the trunk in the front. Like the Teslas and all that. But anyway, what I was saying is the reason why he walked past. It's funny you remembered that. I forgot. But see how they got the trunk in the front. I gotta take my trash out. Keep a cooler if you can too, guys. Keep a cooler. I don't have any ice in there right now, and that's what I've been drinking today. They empty now because I've been sick. Get them electrolytes. Stay away from the Gatorade. It's bad. Give you cancer. All right, you close that up. Now let me talk to you guys real quick. All right. The reason why he walked past, I'm about to pull off from here too. Let's pull off. I'm gonna pull up to the gas station. Check my account. If my account is right, I'll go in and grab something. If not, I'm gonna just go to bed. Ready to go. I'll pull up to the gas station and let you guys see how they do gang stalking at this time in the morning. They probably won't do anything because it's so early. I can't believe you guys aren't here. I gotta go, guys. I gotta get up in the morning. So the reason why he did that, by the way, my guy, is who asked that? The Art of Finn. I spoke to you about how they outlawed the legal cannabis, the THCA. It's a derivative of the cannabis leaf, just like weed, but it's just a different strand of it. It's the same, but it's a different buzz, more of a milder buzz. It's not as strong as regular weed and all that. They outlawed it a month ago. And once they did that, as you know, they always watch us, guys. They watch everything we do. And they always probably see me smoking. That's probably why I'm sick right now with a head cold every year. Since I started smoking a little bit. I started smoking this stuff like 2 years ago. Anyway, I always get a head cold all the time when the seasons change because of all this smoking. It makes your immune system weak. And then I got to leave that stuff alone anyway. But, I was giving my lungs a break anyway. I've been using some edibles, but that stuff just helps me in the targeting, guys. I'm not recommending anybody use anything, but for me, it just helps using indica, the indica strand. It's more relaxing. I don't use sativa. But he walked by with this, blew that smoke out, is because once they outlawed it last month, they started doing that everywhere I would go. Everywhere I was going, they would have somebody blowing smoke. If I'm in a car, on the car in front of me, they got like mad smoke blowing out the windows. Everywhere I go, they just have people smoking real heavy right around the time when they outlawed it. And I think it's because in one of my videos, too, I mentioned that, I said that, hey, this stuff really helps me out in my targeting. I recommend it. I had been talking it up so much on a positive tip and speaking about it as something that helps me survive gang stalking. And it's almost like a elbow, a sharp elbow they're giving to me, or what's the word I'm looking for? Like a slight to me. I don't want to be like it's all about me, like delusions of grandeur. But come on, all of a sudden, you guys are gonna outlaw that. Now, if it's a real good reason for it, it's cool. If that shit was causing cancer, because I seen some stuff going on in my body. Whereas I will say this, give you guys some personal stuff. I had a little situation going on that started a few months back, and then I don't know if it's because of, and it's hard to tell, right? I don't know if it was because the supplements that I started taking, the situation it disappeared, right? It started getting kind of bad. It got disappeared. Like it was no pain, it's gone. And I couldn't believe it. Like over the past few days, I just been walking. I'm at work. I was struggling a little bit at work. I was going to have to go to the emergency room. It went away, right? But two things happened. I started taking this supplement that could affect something like that. Also, I stopped smoking the stuff that they outlawed. I was smoking every day. I don't have it anymore. I stopped smoking that. And all of it for about a good week. It's been gone since the end of the month of they outlawed it on October 4th, but a lot of the shops kept selling what they had left. Their inventory, they were still selling to you. But once I stopped for about a week, that little situation seemed like it just went away, right? But now I found some more, right? So I started smoking some other stuff that they have available that's still legal. It's just a different strand. It's called HHC. It's not THC, same stuff, but it didn't affect me. So I said, okay, this is cool. Let me try something else. I even tried a whole nother. They had something else different. But I think the other one that I tried, the most recent one that I tried, had that same chemical that I think might have been causing a health effect on me. And I think that might be why all of a sudden they abruptly outlawed it, because maybe they found that shit is giving people cancer or something. Something is going on. And they had to outlaw it real quick without really saying why. I'm going to do more research, but I see something here that happens to me. And now it came back a little bit once I started smoking this stuff over the past few days. And on top of that, I get a damn head cold. So it just seems like it's just poison. And the only reason I got to mess with this stupid shit is because of gang stalking. I would just go get some natural stuff from, would do it this way. But with gang stalking, you can't involve yourself with anything illegal. You see what I'm saying? And all of it leads back to this, So we'll see. I got a head cold now. It's not so bad. It'll probably be gone by tomorrow because I don't drink. That's another thing. I noticed that once I stop, I barely ever have I barely drink any alcohol. I might drink alcohol maybe once a month nowadays, if that. And anytime I get a little cold, a little sick now, it's not that bad because I don't drink at all. I don't drink and I don't smoke much, and I'm usually eating pretty healthy. But lately, I've been eating pretty bad, a lot of fast food, smoking a lot, really heavy smoking, and not getting enough sleep, not enough rest. You know what I mean? So And when that happens to me, I'll get sick. So as a TI, you gotta take care of yourself. But let me ride out of here, guys. Let me ride up here. I'm gonna check my account, see if the money is in there, and get what I need from the store. If not, I'm just gonna go home. But I'm gonna let you guys see what it looks like to be gang stalked. It probably won't do anything. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna end this, guys. I'm not gonna drive over. I'm too sick to be trying to do everything at once. I feel fatigued. I'm sweating. Let me just read these last comments, guys. Sorry if I missed your comments this time. What you could do is leave it at the bottom of the video on the playback. Leave it at the bottom of the video on the playback, and I'll read it. Let me show you. I do read them. I do, and I try to answer everybody. Oh, and another thing is I got back into my Instagram, so you guys are gonna start seeing me on IG here shortly. But look at all these lives, y'all. Go check out some lives. All right. Oops. I don't even watch my old video. I don't never watch my old lives. I barely even watch my old video. Once this out is out. None of my stuff I don't even watch. But yeah, I got a lot of lives for you guys to check out if you want to continue to follow my story over the past. I started doing these lives last year. Okay, that's the lives. A bunch of those there, guys. I got a lot of shorts. Now, there's a lot of information in these shorts. And also, like I told you in the past, my shorts, I tried to show you guys a lot of my life outside of the gang stalking, as well as adding in stuff where you can still get a message of the gang stalking, but I'm also showing you imagery of my travels or my old apartment, my old ex-wife, stepson, just different things in my old life. I tried to share just so you guys can kind of relate a little more as far as, especially since I don't show my face and stuff. I want you guys to relate with me a little more. So that's why I started showing more of my personal life in these shorts. That's where I show a lot more of that. So if you guys want to see those things of my travels or my life a little bit before the gang stalking, in the beginning stages of it, I mean, it's really good stuff here, as well as the information. This is an underrated channel. This Gang Stalking by the Numbers channel. They hold me back. They don't want to monetize. I gotta work on it, but as far as getting it monetized, but I really wanted to be raw and real. That's why I haven't really been stressing to monetize, and I work so hard to where I don't gotta really depend on it. But eventually I do need to find a way to get some residual income, some passive income, excuse me. Like times like right now, I'm sick. I didn't get to work last night like I wanted to on my Uber last night or tonight because of me being so sick, and I don't have any money. But they took it, intercepted it, and I don't have cash on me. It's locked up. I got it locked in my little safe, nice and safely, because I'm getting paid in the morning. But anyway, I had enough, guys. I can't talk no more. I'm really struggling. I tried to give you guys some good information here tonight. I hope you received it. I got a lot of videos for you guys to check out over the past 2.5, 3 years I've been doing this stuff. So just go down and check this stuff out, guys. It's all real. Nothing is fake about my channel. Nothing is fake about me. I'm a real TI. I've never perped anybody in my life. No one's ever asked me to perp anybody. I don't participate in none of that. I'm the real deal. I'm not being paid by anybody other than I work. Look, security guard admits the gang stalking. I wish I would have had the security guard I spoke to tonight. She really, really broke it down for me. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. And then my Cash App, I can't even use my Cash App until tomorrow as well. So I can't even get anybody and say, hey, send me a quick Cash App. So, yeah, I'm just going to end this, guys. Let me see what you guys are saying as I end it. Like, if you, hey, y'all hit that, y'all did good. I got 23 people with 23 likes. Hit the like button before I go. Help me out, guys, because you guys, I don't get donations. No one really donates to me. I don't get Cash Apps ever. Unless I'm on the verge of death. That's usually when you guys hit me with a Cash App, but I don't really get any support in that way until I'm really, really struggling really bad. So at least you guys can help me out. Hit the like button. Share my stuff. One day I'll get it. One day I'll be able to get monetized. I might be too real for monetization though, guys. I don't think the real ones like me are gonna really get monetization. I'm the real deal. Things they do to me, you guys would be amazed. All right, let me read these last ones and I'm out of here. Thoughts for all my stalkers. What the fuck? What the f? You just get out of jail? Who got out of jail? What you talking about? Steve Jr. says, I bought a BMW i8 remote control car and it's pretty. Hey, if you get a real BMW, I bet you they won't swarm you. And the gang stalkers are around you. They gang stalk you like it's a job. I noticed the people that gang stalk around my job, they don't do it with the same kind of conviction and the same kind of excitement anymore. It's almost like now they gang stalk now kind of like begrudgingly, like it's a chore, like they gotta do it. And that's literally just park a nice looking car out front and everything just changes. It's so weird. So weird. How people are programmed, over material things. You know what I mean? Diddy is gang stalking me. Okay. Thanks, bro. I hope you feel better. Thanks a lot, Hot Strangeness. Thanks for coming in again. Me Kima Kinte says, I just fought it for my. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. I'm sure it's something that I'm forgetting to talk about, but I'll catch it on the next one. I got to get myself together. I'm sick. I got to get some sleep. I got to be up in like freaking 3 to 4 hours. I got to see if this money is reached my account. I'm going to go see if I can get something to drink and just go to bed, man. They intercepted my money on purpose because they're mad. They're mad about something right now. I'll explain it deeper to you with you guys. If something changes with the situation. So either they're trying to figure out how it's happening or it's them doing it on purpose so they can set up a fake investigation so they can do all this shit to me. I don't know. I'm too tired and exhausted right now to even try to figure it out. So listen, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for coming through. Stay strong out there. I'm back in my IG. I'm going to get started going on there. I'm going to try to answer some of the... Matter of fact, before you know what? Real quick. Let me see if I can show you guys one thing before I go. For those of you, I got back on my IG, so I want to show you what my messages look like now that I got this available to me. Let's see. I'm going to show you. See, people who think that I'm just ignoring you on IG, I got a few nasty messages. Let me show you how many I have here and how hard it is to keep up. And I just got back into it. Let me show you how many messages are here and how hard it is to keep up with my regular life, everything I got going on, these social medias and all of that. Let me show you this. It's a lot of messages here that I'm gonna try to sit here and decipher through, okay? All right. Now, when I first come to the channel, all right, I wish you guys would have saw that, but when you first come on, give me a second. I'm about to show you something real quick. This old Android moves slow. Just give me a second. I don't like buying new phones like that. I need to, though. I need to upgrade all my technology, which I will. Now, look at this. I'm going to try to do it without showing people's names. I'll just try to do it like that. All of these are new messages. Look at this. All of these are new messages, guys. This is my gang stalking by the numbers. All these, you see the blue dots? All of those mean new. Do you understand how that's overwhelming? So I'm trying, but just think about I'm gang stalked. I got a regular life. I got to survive and all of that. And then I got all these new messages in here. All right, now it's no more. See, still, I answer some, then some of them is more blue. So, just work with me. I'm trying. There's a lot of people out here suffering and struggling. Look at that. I mean, it just keeps going. All those are new with the blue. All right, and this is my gang stalking by the numbers joint. Okay, so just understand that. Okay, I'm trying. And plus, it'll also help if you donate. Help me out a little bit. I'm spending so much money trying to survive. Let me pull out of here. I'm spending so much money trying to survive. Maybe I should. They probably won't do nothing because I got you guys live. I want to pull out of here and show you guys how 27 will probably be right in front of me as I pull off. All right, let's get out of here. But yeah, like I said, donate a little bit so I ain't got to work so damn hard. And I'll have time to do more games. Maybe I'll have time to clear my phone out and I can start putting all these videos. I got so many videos. I got so many videos in my phone that I haven't been able to put out because I'm so busy trying to survive. Oh look, I still got this thing on beast mode. Let me take it off beast mode. Take it easy around here, you dig? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Now this is better. Put my seatbelt on. But yeah, help me out a little bit. Nobody donate anything to my no cash apps until tomorrow. You no cash app until tomorrow because I do something to that account, I won't be able to receive anything. Give me a second, guys. All right, there we go. Let's pull on out of here. Let's see if they got. Okay, here's him. He jumps out. You guys know how they do that, right? So as you pull out, somebody jump out the car when you're facing them. You know, you guys know how they do it. Or somebody closes their car door when you drive past them. Open the car door. Yep. All right, let's get on down here. I'm gonna end this so I get to the gas station because I gotta check my account and I don't have it on my other phones. All right, let's get up. Let's get on up. I can't show you all these surroundings because it's just very obvious where I am. If I put this camera up right now and showed you guys where I was, I can show you this park. It's not that obvious, but I'm somewhere where it's very obvious and popular right now. I don't want to do all that. All right, let me make this U-turn, get on the road. Let's see. Let's see if they got some gang stalkers. They're not gonna have any because of the time and the fact that I've been live for the past hour and a half or so. So, see, nobody's on the road. If I wasn't with you guys, they would have had a 27 car in front of me. They would have had an ambulance or something riding by, blaring. They're cowards. These people, man. That's what's. I ain't gonna get into it. Let's see. I might just end this because they ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna do anything. I'm live and it's 4 in the morning. Yeah, you're gonna pull on out. But they don't swarm me as much anyway since I've been in this vehicle, so it don't matter. Let's see, a little cutie in there. I should sit here for a minute. If it was like a different time of the day, if I sit here, you guys will see how many people will pull up behind me. All right, guys. It was nice talking to you guys for real. This time I'm gonna end it. I'm here now. And you know. Oh well, she has the same pants on as me. I'm not gonna show you her pants, but she has the same exact pants I have on. So maybe that's a little bit of gang stalking they wanted to do. I can't believe she walked out at 4 o'clock. She didn't wait until 4:02, which is the backwards 27, or she didn't wait till 4:01, which is the Baltimore 4:01. Anyway. All right, guys. Thanks for kicking it with me. I'll get up with you guys on another live soon. Also, once I get an opportunity to clear this phone or get in front of an actual computer or PC, I'll start getting some videos out. I got a lot of stuff I want to show, a lot of evidence and stuff. Look at her. Ooh-wee. Little cutie right there, huh? Cutie pie. They send all cutie pies around me all the time, setting them out there for me, but they always gang stalking. So I got to be in the right mood to deal with it. I just accept it. They all gonna gang stalk me, but I still need a woman's touch every now and then, right? Damn. All right, guys. Thanks for coming through. Y'all leave some comments on the video. If you got any questions for me, anything you want me to know. Also, if any of you guys ever want to go live, I can go live with somebody. I got to do the invite thing though. Just let me know. Leave a comment on one of my other videos here and let me know that you would want to go live with me next time and we can set it up. All right, I'm going to start doing that kind of stuff soon. All right, guys. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.